is that? The difference between, say, World War II and then Vietnam and then now? Because right now I don't know for, like, 9/11 happens, right? Flags all over the place. Um, Vietnam happens. Everybody's kind of against it. World War II happens. Everybody's all about it. But I feel like it's kind of a mix right now. But what do you think drives that? Why is there such a big difference between World War II and right now? Do you think? I mean, just in your opinion, because you've been out and about, right? I mean, you've seen other countries out there.
So I think that it would be what I think most people would look at and agree with me on this would be World War II was overwhelming support for military operations where the United States government wanted to go because it was perpetrated by a Japanese invasion on Hawaii, right? A Japanese attack on Hawaii, and similarly, you had the same thing in 9/11 where you see planes flying into our buildings, and so it was an attack on the sovereign ground of the United States, where, of course, as we know, Korean conflict and Vietnam, this just wasn't the case. Right? So it had to be brought home in order for it to truly rally the American public. I think that's just the general rule that's proven to be true.
Do you think it was because it was so long, 20 years plus, right? Kind of got removed from it?
Yeah. You mean public support waning towards the end?
Just kind of, let's go in there and, fix it or win it, so to speak. I mean, I'm not trying to get into this, let's go out and do damage, but it's just, this happened, we need to fix it, or we need to take care of it. And then 20 years goes by and you're kind of like, I know I'm not the only one who feels that way, but it kind of got, even I had a buddy who jumped in Normandy, as when he was several years ago when we were in the 82nd, but he just said that they still are so appreciative to what happened in World War II being liberated that is it a taking it for granted thing from here that you kind of just, you live with it. You don't have to go to a different country to see bad things happening and you're used to it, but it's been 20 years. So.
Yeah. And for, again, since World War II and one, we've been the expeditionary force, right? So we're leaving. And so some of those parallels, like you brought up with France, doesn't necessarily hold true, only in the sense that you have the natives of French. They're still greatly appreciative because they saw firsthand the preservation of their own nation state, right? Through the Allies coming and doing what they did. Here again, we have an expeditionary war. We've been the expeditionary force overseas. And so even though you're able to rally around the cause after 9/11, support starts to wane when they don't see a deliverable. We were all about, hey, we need to go and punch someone in the face post 9/11. But then 15, 16, 17 years go by. It's like, hey, what are we in it for? I haven't seen another 9/11 on our shore. So, yeah, I think that causes support to go by the wayside.